there's 3 ways to make a muscle bigger, and there's 4 ways to get stronger. So what they're focusing on is the way to get stronger that doesn't make you bigger, which is neurological, getting more muscle to fire.
Got it.
At a faster rate. Most people, when they contract a muscle, it's, maybe low percentage, 30%, whatever, of the actual mechanical tissue available is recruited. So like a gymnast, they're great at getting almost the entire muscle to fire in anything they're doing with intention. So, not necessarily reflexive, but more is recruited in their reflexes also, which is why they have such incredible balance. So the Shaolin monks, they also very, very carefully restrict their eating. You never see an obese Shaolin monk.
That's for sure.
So very, very, very small amount of calories, very high level of potentiation. And the muscle that they are growing, they're not getting a blood flow effect. They're doing mostly what X3 does, which is muscle protein synthesis. So they're just building sort of like lean, powerful muscle, as opposed to a larger muscle that's capable of longer sustained contractions. That's sort of more like a bodybuilder.
But they don't get the bulk. Part of what I do is I read your stuff and I look at modern things, and I also look at old practices. And a lot of these guys are practicing something called Nigong, which is sort of the redheaded stepchild of Qigong. And they teach that there's ligament and tendon strength, that there's muscle strength, and that there's something they call interstitial strength, or Wang. And I don't exactly know what that is, but maybe that's the neurological stuff you're talking about. It's some other factor that we don't look at in modern exercise science. But maybe what those Shaolin masters are doing is definitely tendon and muscle and bone strengthening and neurological strengthening. So they, like you said, they fire everything, so they don't need as much. That would be more like driving a lighter car.
Yeah.
Right? How do I get that? I want to be stronger than you with 50% of the muscle mass that you have.
I mean, then that, it's like lifting incredibly slow does that. So like real slow contractions with the X3. So, I'm moving like molasses, like 3 seconds up, 3 seconds back kind of thing. You're recruiting more tissue. So like the analogy I like is when you draw a line on a piece of paper, if you do it fast and not a straight line, it's easy. If you do it slowly, your hand will ache. It's because of all the stabilization firing that's required to enable you to draw that line straight. So all kinds of reflexes are firing to keep that pencil in your fingers and drawing a straight line. And all kinds of feedback information is being used from, your visual interpretation of what's happening on the page and the mechanical feedback of what's going on in your hand. So, you draw a straight line really slow and, your hand just like why is my hand ache from drawing a line? Well, much more muscular involvement.